what advice do you have for any future writers, artists, creators who want to break into comics or who want to be the next, Ryan Parrott?
God, I hope none of them want to be the next me. That would be they're in for a world of hurt. Best advice I'd give for comic book writers. I would say I'd say the best advice I give is sort of like find a community. I know it sounds weird to say that, but like it can be really lonely trying to write a comic book by yourself because you can just feel like it's like you're gonna think of it and then you're gonna spend all the time drawing because it takes a long time to draw, and if you color it, it's gonna take that time. And then you put it out there, and it's like you put it in the void, right? And especially with nowadays where there's just so much media to watch and there's so much stuff, it can feel like you put it out there and like no one cares, just like an echo, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And like that sucks. So I think the key is for me, if you want to get into comic books. And also because the number one question I always get is how do you break in? How did you get your stuff in front of in front of the editors? And to be fair, I haven't done a Marvel or DC book in a long time, so I still struggle with that question today. But I feel like the only answer I've discovered is like find people that want to make comics the way that you like them, or anything, film or television, and go work with them and do it for free. Like whether you go to your comic book store and meet people there that are trying to do their own thing and help them with their ideas, and they help you with your ideas. And then, with film and television, go to film festivals and talk to their filmmakers and find people that you admire and find people that you respect their work and that you live close to you. Because I use Kyle as a perfect example. Like when I met Kyle, I didn't think, oh yeah, Kyle's gonna help me get into comic books. I literally was like, oh cool, you're doing that thing that I want to do for fun. Let's do that together. And what somebody told me this a long time ago, I thought was a really good point. It's like people think networking is all of us sitting in a pit and reaching up towards someone who's going to reach down, see our genius and pull us out, right? That's not what networking is. Networking is finding people around you, and then you build a ladder together. You put the ladder up and you all go up one by one.
Yeah.
That's the faster way to do it, because people rise in rings if you realize it. Like when I first worked in film and television, everybody that I work with now were all assistants and interns, and what happened is all those people who eventually became assistants, they became managers and agents and executives, and then now those people are executives I can talk to. That's how you get your stuff in front of people, is you worked with them long enough so that they eventually were trying to get what they wanted, and they got there and they want to help you because they want to find that diamond in the rough, right? So I would say, like, if you're trying to make it in this industry, if any industry, comic books, TV, film, whatever, go find people that you love working with, people that you respect, friends of yours, and work together. And eventually, some people rise faster than others, but you kind of what's that line, like high tide raises all boats. That's kind of how that works a little bit. So that's the best advice I could give when it comes to doing that, because it's going to take time. And it can be hard to watch your friends, eclipse you, especially people younger than you. But that it's not a competition. And it really will move at the. You can't control how you're discovered. All you can control is how much work you do, and if you love doing it.
Yep.
And like work ethic and talent. I mean, talent is dime a dozen. Talent really doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
There are people who are incredibly, like, they're so good you're just like, I hate them. But like. They hide where they work a lot too.
Yeah.
And you just don't see it. You never. So that's the best side. That just keep working hard. If you love it, do it every single day. Because like I don't like this thing of like if you can. Somebody said this, like, it was like, if you don't like writing, you're not a writer. That's bullshit. No one likes to write. Writing is hard. It's like working out. Sometimes you're just like, I do not want to do this, but. Everybody loves to have written. There's the best feeling in the world is when you finish. I just finished a pilot like literally a week ago, and like I always print up the first draft of it. I put it in front of me and I just look at it. I'm just like, I did it. It's right there. Yeah. All this wasted paper. I just love that. So it's like I feel like, and that's the same thing with these comics. Like, it's so crazy to me that like I remember when this was just an idea. Yeah. Like I was like, I don't know what this is gonna, and now it's a thing I can flip through and read, and people like it. Like, it's crazy, and like those always help you get to the next step. So that's my best advice.
I mean, Dan Moore has done just an amazing job.
Dan Moore is the greatest artist I've ever worked with.
Man, I saw his art and I was like immediately like blown away.
This page right here was my freaking favorite. I was like, hey man, I want to do something new with the way that the Zord comes together. I was like, I don't know, maybe some sort of infographic kind of thing. And he sent me back this. And I was like, you're a genius.
He killed it. He like really, he's just like one of those artists that's like once in a generational talent that you're just like, whoa, like how is this even possible?
Well, I've worked with artists who, it sounds bad to say this, but like there's some artists I've worked with where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna have to retool that dialogue so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like, it's like, and
But that's a collaborative process.
Some of that's your fault,
Yeah.
for writing it, and some of it is sort of like them not understanding it or whatever, figuring it out. And it's like, then there is artists where like literally Dan makes every page better. He's like a great director in like a film. Like you're just like, oh my god, you found subtext into a scene that wasn't even there. And he does stuff with like shadow and he's great with angles and and emotion. Like there's usually a lot of artists who are really great with action and not great at emotion. And there's people who are good with emotion but not great with action. He's great with both.
Yeah.
And he's the best. And and look, Omar's fantastic, and Derek Charm I worked with, he was really great. Everybody has their own thing, but for some reason Dan's style and this book is exactly what I always wanted it to be.
Yeah.